second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Herbert now. And this is caught by Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 39, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 39 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on him.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down and 7.
Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
Tenth carry now for Elliott.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now Elliott. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
From the 29, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A time for the Chargers.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, big hole right side. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Will kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Able to push his way through. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show.
Stay in that groove here this go-around.
4 yards remain for second down. Now Dak.
He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
Here's Prescott.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
It's about that time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard. Now Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee.